Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have another interesting episode I'm going to have a lot of fun with. But before we get into it, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Anyway, now we all know that Kendrick Perkins is a huge supporter of LeBron James, and I believe that these guys have known each other since they were kids. During their playing, during the time when Kendrick Perkins was a competitor, when he was playing basketball professionally for the Boston Celtics, especially for the Boston Celtics, you would have never known that Kendrick Perkins had a relationship with LeBron. You would have never known that. Kendrick Perkins was one of these guys that was kind of like an enforcer. Obviously, he played the 5 spot for the Boston Celtics. He was an enforcer. This dude never smiled, right? Kendrick Perkins always had a mean mug on his face. And I remember how contested those Boston Celtics Cavaliers series used to be. I never got the sense that Kendrick Perkins was a close friend of I never, ever knew that. But as of recent, he has been holding his friend, his dear friend, LeBron James accountable on TV, and I think it is a great thing to do. I think it is refreshing the work that he's doing when it comes to this, because his loyalty, if you're in media, his loyalty ought to be to his viewers. Those are the people that you're beholden to. Your responsibility is to be honest with your viewers, because they're the ones that make you relevant. If your viewers don't watch, you are totally irrelevant. There will be no one watching you. So your major responsibility is to them, to tell them the truth. And that is exactly what he has been doing. And yesterday was no exception. As y'all know, LeBron and the Lakers were recently booed off the court because of the horrendous performance that they put against the New Orleans Pelicans. And if I check in the standings in the Western Conference, the New Orleans Pelicans are the number 10th seed in the Western Conference. They're actually trailing the Lakers. They're trailing them. And the Lakers were booed. Why were the Lakers booed? Because just the day before, they lost to a starless Clippers team, who are the 8th seed. So Laker fans probably were already on edge. And then you follow it up by losing to a team that's trailing you in the Western Conference standings when you have LeBron James and Russell Westbrook playing on the court. I think the Laker fans just said enough is enough. And yesterday, Kendrick Perkins was on TV discussing his thoughts and opinions on how he felt LeBron ultimately handled it, because the media kept on quoting what Russell Westbrook said. But Kendrick Perkins said his own piece about LeBron. So for those of you who missed some of his comments, take a listen to what Kendrick Perkins had to say about LeBron James' leadership in that moment. Take a listen to that.
Well, you know what? You're about 50% right on some of the things that you said, and then the other stuff, I don't even know how you uttered it out your mouth. Okay, so because here's the simple fact. It wasn't about what LeBron James has did overall for the Los Angeles Lakers. It wasn't about what LeBron James has done up to this point of the season. They was booing LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers about last night. And if you watched the game last night, LeBron James, yes, he had 30-some points or whatever the case may be, but his body language stunk. It was horrible from the start of the game. His body language, and then it went all the way down to the last man, like the hanging of the head, the pouting, the not getting back in transition. He deserved to get booed. And you know what happened? In the first quarter, in the second quarter, LeBron was non-existent. Then all of a sudden, they started booing him late in the third quarter, and in the fourth quarter, he decided to start playing hard. So he doesn't get a pass at all. Now, should he want out later on down the line, but he can't want out after this season. Remember, you came on here time and time again. Remember, you came on here time and time again saying that he helped put this roster together.
That's true.
So if you made this bed, you have to lay in it. And the world knows how I feel about my brother LeBron James that I grew up with since the 7th grade. But accountability is accountability. And we cannot let him off the hook for this mess that is going on in Los Angeles. Although he has been playing well this season, in particular, last night, his body language was horrible. And as the leader of that team, He cannot do that.
Bravo. I salute you. I salute you. You did your freaking job. You didn't twerk it up on TV. You told the God's honest truth. He's being what you call honest. And there are a lot of people out there that will see that and get offended, believe it or not, by some of the things that Kendrick Perkins said. They're going to translate what he just said into he's hating. It's a sad, sad sports world we live in. There's some people that are averse to the truth. It's like they're kryptonite. And in this case, you're going to be hard pressed to call Kendrick Perkins a hater because he has a relationship with the person of whom he speaks about. He has a relationship. He said that's his friend. And if you're telling me that Kendrick Perkins is a hater because he said the truth about his friend, there's something wrong with you. That means you must really be allergic to the truth. He said the God's honest truth. He said it sets a bad precedent. It sets a bad example that you create a mess and then you just walk away from it. He said that you should finish things you start. Just don't quit on things whenever they stop going your way. He told the absolute truth, and I 100% concur with the guy. In my opinion, the only people that are going to take exception to what he said are the twerkers. Those are the only ones. Because these people, you just can't tell them the truth. But to me, I'm very glad that he said it. He said you can't be on the court like that with that type of body language. You just can't. As a leader, you got to stand tall and take those darts. Because if you were winning, you would be probably dancing it up, drinking wine on the sideline, or doing whatever the hell you normally do when you're front running. So I'm very, very happy and I'm very pleased that he said that because he told the truth. He told the truth, and that is refreshing, and that is his bleeping job. That is what he is supposed to do. That is what he's paid to do. Your allegiance lies with your audience because they're the ones lining your pockets. If the people don't watch, you don't get that ad revenue. So you owe them the truth, not some relationship. If you lose your job and you stop making that money, are they going to pay for you every month? They're going to replace your salary? Hell no. Thank you for telling the truth. I applaud him for that, and I 100% agree with him. Kendrick Perkins, the twerkers, they will come for you. They will take that as a front and say, oh, this guy is a hater. Good luck with them, man. But anyway, what I want to know from you guys is, what do you think about his comments? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamerspro. Wishing you guys an amazing day and catch you guys on the next episode.